Hi there, welcome to this video where we will upgrade your Shopify GA4 Kit to the latest version. At the moment, it is version 2.1, but maybe by the time you are watching this video, it will be another version. Don't worry, this video will still guide you through how you can upgrade your GA4 Kit independent from the version number. Let's get started. The easiest way to check your existing version will be going to your existing theme files, click Action, Edit Code, and then we should find Analyzify Product Data Layer Liquid file, and here you will see that your version is written. If this file is not here, that means you already don't have the setup up and running, so please go to first part of the video, part 1, and make your setup from scratch. But if you see version 2.0 here, you are in the correct place, we will just upgrade it.
Now visit the data layer page on Analyzify website. Make sure that you are checking the correct section, section 2 for product view data layer 2.1, copy the code and go back to your theme files and find Analyzify product data layer liquid. Just remove whatever you have there and paste the new code. It should be done by now.
As you see here, we have some new data layer variables which we didn't have before. If you want to know more about the changes, you can go to our GitHub page, github.com/analyzify/Shopify GA4 Kit, and here you can see the change history and what we have exactly changed. Now let's go back. Please make sure that the product data layer is here, saved, and it is the correct version and matches with our website. Once again, by the time you are watching this video, we might not be on version 2.1. It doesn't matter. Please do the same for the latest version. Now we will update the purchase data layer.
Similar to what we have done with the product data layer, now it's time for purchase data layer.
Go to your Shopify admin, click Settings, Checkout, scroll down, and find additional scripts here. Under this, you will see the data layer that you have, and you can see here it is still 2.0. I should just make sure to choose this specific code snippet and replace it with the one which I just copied. You should be careful here. In case there are other codes here, don't replace them, only replace our code, which starts with command purchase data layer version 2, ends with product ID, order items ID, and diff and script. Now I can easily paste what I copied from the previous screen. As you can see here, this portion of data layer as well includes more data compared to the previous version. Now I will save this, and we have completed upgrading the data layers. But we are not done yet. We should also upgrade the GTM container to the latest version. When you go to your GTM, if you see here the folder name without the version name or an older version, again the same, you need to upgrade it to the latest version. You must have already received an email from us, including the new GTM container. If that doesn't work well, please go to our website and re-download the latest GTM container. While we are on your GTM account, we should click Admin, Import Container, choose a container file, and choose the file that you recently received from us. Choose workspace existing and then default workspace. Here you will have two options, overwrite and merge. You can choose overwrite in case you don't have any other tags on your GTM container, because this will simply delete what you have and upload the one that we are providing. But if you have existing tags on your GTM container, you should choose merge and then overwrite. In this way, Google Tag Manager will keep your existing tags, add the new ones, but overwrite the ones that conflicts. For instance, 3 tags are modified, no triggers are modified, we are still using the same triggers, and the variables, we have 17 new variables. I will walk you through them at the end of the video, and 2 modifications, 2 changes in some variables. So now, as we merge the container, we can confirm. But again, if we don't submit these changes, nothing will be done. Now let's submit the changes. But stay with me for a little bit more, because we need to double check your GA4 measurement ID if that is correctly in the place. Click Submit. Always try to write a descriptive name while you are upgrading your GTM workspace, so that you or people who work with you will see what you have changed and why. Let's say Shopify GA4 Kit version 2.1 upgrade. That's a good naming, definitely. Let's click Publish. Now our changes must have already been published, but we need to go to Workspace back, click Folders here, and make sure that this ID matches with your GA4 measurement ID. If you don't know how to find your GA4 measurement ID, or if you are unsure about this setting, again go to part 1 of this video series, to our setup section. There you will clearly see how to get your GA4 measurement ID, how to put it here, how to change it, and so on. Now it seems like we have already completed the upgrade. I would strongly recommend you to go to part 2 of this video series and revalidate your setup if the data is flowing perfectly into your GA4 account again. Now let me walk you through what we have changed in version 2.1. The first change which actually triggered this update for us was the product view event and the product names in the purchase event. Some of you had issues with that. There were some inconsistency, especially for some stores. In most of the stores it actually worked correctly because we had already tested that in depth, but some of you reported and we have also found the problem. So we made some code improvements and we fixed some issues with the item object. Now your product name and all the product data will go to GA4 perfectly. We also added some user level data like user type, customer ID, last order date, total order quantity. In this way you can even pass customer lifetime value into GA4. We didn't add this data into your GTM container, it's just in the data layer. If you want, you can add yourself and use it. We also added some new product variables, products SKU, type, variant ID, product variant title, and currency, because this data is really useful for reporting. The same happened with the transaction variables. The same data with the products, with multiple products, is also now being passed with the transaction event. So you will see the users SKU, variant ID, variant title, and this kind of data with the purchase event as well. We made a huge upgrade for multi-currency stores. We now added the currency rate and total value static, and this will make your Shopify GA4 setup perfectly stable with multi-currencies as well. Lastly, we just modified the item line data according to the latest Shopify guidelines. So you will see all these improvements within your GA4 account soon after you start receiving data. Please let us know if you have any questions. We will soon make more videos on how you can use this data in GA4 or in Google Ads or even in other platforms. So that is coming in. As you have already the GTM, the data layers, and GA4 Kit on your store up and running, it actually gives us so much to play around. That's why we will keep adding videos to this video series for you to enhance your data analytics setup more. Thanks for choosing Shopify GA4 Kit and using it on your store, and thanks for watching this video until now. I hope it was helpful and hope to see you soon in another video.